All right, y'all, it's here. We finally have the fully customizable cards unlocked, meaning we can take any split that we've unlocked for that card and put it on any variant that we own. So I definitely had to pick up this amazing Cosmo because I already had a God split waiting on it. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Just like that, we've got him all razzled and dazzled up. Maybe we want to spice it up with a little bit different border here. But not only did we get the fully customizable cards, we actually got new borders that we can unlock. Now I'm covering a few of them up, but we'll look through them real quick. We have a copper metallic, a gold metallic, silver metallic. Now we got the neons, which are a little bit more my style. We got this blue neon, just makes it pop a little bit more than the original blue borders. A green, the purple, this really looks good. The red neon, the white neon, the yellow, just some amazing looking ones. And I gotta say, when the update first went live, it was showing that these cost 10,000 gold, and I about fell over. I was like, they want $125 for this, but I reset my phone and now we're looking a little bit more in my range, you know, 500 and 900 gold. So that is definitely exciting. But if you're new here, this is Shining Hunting episode number 20, where we go for a bunch of rare splits on all of our best looking variants, and then we also do viewer submissions, which is always a good time. So buckle up, we definitely have a long video, a lot of cards to split. I think we have over 40 viewer submission cards to look at. So yeah, strap in, it's gonna be a good time. One quick note before we jump into today's episode though, because I do not want anyone to get burnt by this. Let me move myself out of the way so you can see all of these new custom borders that you can purchase. Listen, they are card specific. They are not collection specific. I don't want anyone buying all these up thinking they're unlocked. If I purchase this purple neon or the green neon for 500 gold, Good Boy Cosmo will be the only card that can use them. This is not for your entire collection. So like I said, I don't want someone buying all these up. So I don't know if I'm going to partake in this. I like all of my cards to match when I can make that happen. And I'm not dropping, you know, 6,000 plus gold, especially when, you know, cards I play this week may be unplayable next week. I may do a couple borders for some of my most favorite cards that I have, you know, really good splits on. But I think overall, I'll probably stay away from this. And like I said, I don't want anyone to think I'm a liar. I want to post it. This is a snapshot of when I first started my phone after the patch. Yes, 10K gold. I was rolling laughing when I saw it. I was like, oh, the community's going to be outraged. They want $125 for a border? No way. But yes, like I said, I just want everyone to know these borders are for the specific card. Please do not buy them thinking you have them on every card. All right, let's jump into that episode. So this is today's lineup. No newcomers here. These are all returning cards. And in fact, now that the fully customizable cards are in the game, a few of these already have golden ink splits on them, especially Magneto. I have both, but hopefully we can make it a little bit better, get a God split. But with that being said, with the fast upgrade system and the fully customizable cards in the game, I can start to kind of widen my collection, start to go for cards I typically wouldn't, because now I'm not having to split, you know, all these different variants. I can just get a good God split on one of the cards and then move on. That card is kind of set. I have that split for any variant of that card. So that's definitely awesome, but that's enough talking. Let's go ahead and get into the splits. Now, Quinjet, we're starting it off. Not Sunspot. I know some of y'all are used to seeing Sunspot. We're not doing that. We got the Quinjet. We did get this gold crackle flare in the last episode, but I still need an ink. I still need a gold. I still need a God split. So let's see if we can make it happen. Start the video off nice and strong. Another crackle, but no ink or no gold. We got the rainbow. You know, we're moving on up. Got a lot of different colors here, but, you know, just not going to have to, you know, just not cutting it. But that's all right. We're going to have to come back. Now, X23, we did get this God split in last episode when we did the only destroy. But now I need an ink because I'm trying to get that fully inked and fully gold destroy pack, you know, deck list. So we need a very specific hit here. We need the ink. We need the ink. We got it. All right, X23 is done. We've got a golden God split and an ink for any X23 variant that my heart desires. Okay, now we're 2 for 2 on rare splits here. You know, the Crackle Flare on the Quinjet does count. Now, Angela, we have 2 inks. But as I said, these ultimates, these cards that I paid 5,000 credits for, tokens, these hard to come by tokens, I need a God split. We can't just settle for some decent split. We got to have a good one. So let's see if we can finally have that happen here. Go 3 for 3. Well, we went 3 for 3. We're hot. But this just not going to cut it. That's my 3rd ink on this card. Still looks good, though. Now, Wolverine, same thing. We have a God split on him. We've got him inked. I just need a gold. Any gold will do. Are we going to go 4 for 4? I don't think I've ever started a video off going 3 for 3. But can we go 4 for 4? No, it stops there. 3 for 4. Wolverine, you're not doing it for me, man. I need you to be gold so I can be done with that fully golden deck. All right, moving on to armor. I love this armor. We do have a gold split on the Pixel that I got so much hate on. So we do technically have a gold for this card, but we could get an ink. We could get a God split. You never know. We could do nothing. Just some basic prism here. All right, we're moving on to this Jeff variant. Spent a lot of cashes getting this stinking card, but I had to have it. All right, played it. I've still got 1,600 boosters for this dadgum guy, and we've split him a bunch. All right, maybe we can stop splitting him right here. No, we're gonna continue. Now, Sentinel is one of those cards that I do have an ink and a gold split on already, so we're definitely fishing for a God split here. This is such a good variant. So good. Okay. Just a waste of my time. Now, Silk, we don't have any splits on. We've split this a few times. This is another great variant. See if we can make it a little bit better, though. Finally. All right, there we go. Nice and inked. Not too shabby there, especially once we animate, it's gonna look even better. Now, moving on to Loki. We're looking for gold here. We do have that ink split. We want a gold, we want a God split, and then we can be done with Loki for good. We're not done. We're not done. He's gonna be in another episode. Now we've got the nullified Miles Morales. Haven't been able to hit anything good here. We're gonna change that though. Oh boy. Yes. Yes, please. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Man, it's been a pretty good episode. Can't lie. The RNG's been in our favor a little bit today. All right. Now Professor X. This is by far, hands down, my favorite Professor X variant. Been seeing a lot of it lately, unfortunately, with the lockdown, you know. Get hit with Professor X and then the cannonball. It's not my favorite time. But I do enjoy this variant here. Okay, coming back. Now Magneto again is a card that I've got ink and gold splits on. So we're gonna have to spice it up. We're gonna have to go, you know, we need both. We need an ink or a gold plus that Crackle Flare. Otherwise, this is just a bust. So close, so close. We got the Crackle Flare, but we couldn't get a decent background. That's all right. Not too shabby. We'll have to count those up and do the recap at the end of the video, see how well we did. But yeah, not too shabby. I think we did, we were more positive than negative, to say the least. So let's see what pixel variants we get today. That's right, we are opening our mystery variants. First one coming from our Twitch drops. Let's see if it was a waste of my time. Hey! Not a pixel, and it's Max Greg. That's a win. That was worth my time of leaving Twitch running. I mean, I was watching the whole time. Now let's jump over into the season pass track. We got a couple, and we're actually going to open all these season caches. We haven't done that in a while. See if maybe we get a mystery variant. We're going to see. But let's start off here. Number 2. Hey, not a pixel, so that's a win. We've got the Chibi Misty Knight. And let's see if we can dodge all pixels here. Come on. You know, this isn't half bad. This isn't half bad for a pixel. This is one of the better pixels in the game. So, you know, 2 for 3, no pixels. Let's open some of these caches up. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get lucky. These caches are so bad. I don't know the last time I got a variant out of the caches. And boosters really, you know, now that they have the new upgrade system in the shop, I don't really care about boosters a whole lot. Come on, can we get a variant for the episode? No, we're just getting all kinds of random stuff. We can use the credits though. We can use the credits. Come on. Hey, a little bit of gold. I don't think it's gonna happen, y'all. Last one. I don't think it's happening though. Yeah, nah. Now, I do want to show y'all something. Hopefully they don't change it. I did notice in the shop, the mystery variant was available for purchase again. So if you're watching this video, just pause it real quick. Go over to the Conquest shop. This should be available again to purchase if you have enough medals. So I actually got a really great Annihilus that we'll look at in just a second. But yeah, hopefully they don't change this or fix this before y'all see this episode. Hopefully they just leave it. But yes, go to the Conquest shop. If you already purchased this earlier in the season, it should be there for purchase again, along with a new title. I don't know. I guess the patch screwed up, but definitely hop over there and go grab it while you still can. Now let's look at all the freaking variants that I've gotten since the last episode. I literally have 24 new variants to show y'all, which is crazy because I think the last episode was only 2 weeks ago. I've picked up a bunch, so let's look at those. So here is the set of the first 12. Yes, we've got the Spotlight Peach Nico Minoru. Such a great variant, and I've got an ink and gold split that I can put on this. Love this variant. Did get the Max Grek Snow Guard. There haven't been any Snow Guard variants that I have liked. Well, you know, Max Grek came through for me. I really like this variant. Definitely going to be working on getting a good split here. We got the Dan Hip Carnage. I've got a lot of the Dan Hip Destroy cards. So I was like, you know what? I need to pick this one up. That way, if I want to play a full Dan Hip Destroy list, well, I'll be able to. We also got the Dan Hip Wolverine. This is a really, really solid Wolverine. Definitely don't mind looking at this. Now, we did get the Jeff Spotlight variant, as we talked about. I believe this was a 4 cache week here. It's always like that, but we got him. Now, as we saw earlier in the video, I did pick up the Pandark Cosmo. It's so dang good. I mean, just the base with nothing else going on, but I mean, you walk over here to a fancy god split like I got. And my goodness, this is such, I mean, I don't even gotta say it. It's a good split. What can you say? Such a good variant here. Now we do have the Pixel Vulture. Ugh. This is a rough one. This is a rough one. A lot of rough pixels in the game, and this is one. We've got the High Evolutionary. Definitely not really my jam. I like the Max Grek variant, obviously, of High Evolutionary. But we got it. It was one of them, you know, rough Spotlight cache weeks. We got the Dan Hip Darkhawk. Can't pass on that. I think I have just about every variant of Darkhawk in the game. So definitely had to have this one. Not sure how far I am on the album that he finishes, but we're slowly getting there, right? Now, I got 2 Adam Warlocks back to back. A card I don't know that I've ever played, but a solid variant none the least. And I do believe that this one is part of one of the albums. So, you know, take it for what it is. We got the new Lady Deathstrike. Been seeing a lot of this card lately. Definitely enjoy playing her. And then I broke down. I had skipped Cannonball. I picked him up whenever I got White Widow. this past week. You know, but you know what that means? That means I picked him up. He's gonna get nerfed here shortly. That's usually how it happens. But we got him, and we got this amazing variant of him as well. Now let's move on to that second set of 12. Starting us off, we got the Chibi Maria Hill. Solid. We got the baby variant of Morbius. I actually had no variants of Morbius up until this, and I did not purchase this. It just came from somewhere. That's how it works sometimes. Now, I did go ahead and pick this up. Avid Destroy player, great variant. What else can I say? Like I was gonna skip this? Come on. Now let's talk about skipping. Nobody that plays White Widow was gonna skip this variant in their shop. My goodness. Art Germ, never missing, rarely if ever. This is just, it's one of them variants that everyone gets pretty excited about and picks up. White Widow might be in the next Shiny Hunting episode. We're working on it. We're working on it. We do have the 3099 Nakia. I usually pronounce it wrong. I think it's Nakia. Got the Kim Jacinto Venom. You know, I'm never against having a bunch of variants on my Destroy cards. They're gonna get their use. They're gonna see some play. We got the Hellfire Gala Black Panther. Again, I don't know where this came from. I did not buy it for gold, but it's in my collection. Here's that other Adam Warlock I was talking about. Like I said, I literally got them back to back. Back to back. I do prefer the Dan Hip over this one, but you know, here we go. This is the one that I just got for repurchasing the mystery variant out of the Conquest shop. This is a great hit. This is one of my, man, it might be my favorite variant of Annihilus. So I'm really pumped about this one because I almost grabbed this one originally. We have the Dan Hip variant that we play, but this one's probably going to take the spot now. So yeah, like I said, hop on over there. Hopefully it's still there for purchase. You can repurchase that mystery variant. I believe it's 150 medals. So go do that. Hopefully it's still there. We got the Pixel Modog. Y'all know what I'm working on. I'm trying to get that leader avatar. We're close. I think we're 2 cards away. Well, speaking of the leader avatar, this is the leader that's off of that track. Terrifying. Just terrifying. And then we do have the Pixel Helicarrier, which is not part of that list. It's the, I think, the Pixel Discard album. Nowhere close to that one. But yeah, another Pixel, to say the least. Not the worst, probably, though. Probably about average. But yeah. So let's go ahead and jump on to the next section of today's episode. So I think we've spent enough time looking at all my splits and variants. It's time to move on to part of the video that's become my favorite. That is the viewer submissions. And oh boy, do we have a ton to get through today. I think we have over 40 different cards we're going to be looking at. And the reason for that is now that we have the fully customizable cards in the game, you know, I wanted it to be the kind of like the last 2 raw. So if you submitted them, I'm going to show them. I didn't nitpick my favorites out of the bunch. But moving forward, we're going to try to stay away from custom cards. I want it to be the actual card that you split. Because if you get a God split on Iron Man, you can just submit me 10 different variants of Iron Man that you have with that God split that you put on it. But the video that you see behind you was submitted by Diego. Unfortunately, they didn't send me any screenshots for me to capture. So this is really my only way of showing it, but I didn't want to leave them out. But we're starting off the video strong with a ton of beautiful move cards that was submitted by Sierra. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So starting us off strong, Too Cool Sierra submitted this God split on Miles Morales. Yes, if you look real closely, it does have the Black Crackle Flare. And like I said, if you're a fan of move, you're in luck because we've got a lot of great move cards to look at. We do have another God split on the Gwenom variant of Ghost Spider. Ghost Spider has so many good variants. It's just not an archetype or a card I really play that much. But with the vast upgrade system, I could split those cards if I wanted to. We will run through these pretty quick because like I said, we just have a ton today. Cloak, Max Greg. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of Max Greg. Not sure I've ever seen an ink cloak, much less a God split of him. We do have this nice Ryan Gonzalez Shang-Chi with the ink and the blue Crackle Flare. Looking good. One of the most beautiful cards in the game. The Art Germ Loki. This looks so good though with the green Crackle Flare to kind of match the Loki text at the bottom. Really digging this. Then they've got, you know, they don't have the ink god split of mine, but they've got the gold. The gold and the red looks so good here. Again, with the red matching the text down at the bottom. Fully golden out. I don't know if you can see Mr. Human Torch here, but he's there. He's there. This is, you know, we talked about gold on gold. Well, this is, you know, like gold cubed. I don't know. There's a lot of gold here, but this definitely looks great. And then I passed on this. I didn't know, you know, I wanted it because I thought it was cute, but I was like, I got the nullified variant and I'm just going to always play that. So I didn't pick it up, but this is definitely a cute card. Another God split on this Miles Morales. Is that like your third one? My goodness. And then they do have the Phoenix Force. Been a lot of Phoenix Force played lately. Definitely a strong deck. And then this Craven here just goes incredibly hard. Got the red Crackle Flare kind of matching his name down at the bottom. I mean, you can't play move without Heimdall. I mean, I guess you can, but you probably shouldn't. The Pantheon variants are some of my most favorite in the game. They look so good. And this card's also going pretty hard here. Not going to lie. You know, they like move. They like Ghost Spider. This is another one. You know, Peach. Peach doesn't miss. And the newest Peach variant, I almost picked it up because it's so good, but I did pass on it because, like I said, I just don't play it enough. Trying to hoard that gold for some of these other cosmetics that are in the game. Now we do have another card that moves, but this is not from Sierra. This is coming in from Low 50. We got 4 cards to look at from them. Starting off with one of the cutest cards in the game, Jeff. This was my favorite variant, but I think the newest Spotlight variant that's come out may have taken first place for me. But this looks great. Now this Daredevil, all the nullified variants are so good. This is pretty scary here. We got the red Crackle Flare, definitely matching that text at the bottom. I always like when that happens. Could have put a red border, but you know, y'all know I'm a fan of ink, so I'm not hating on the, you know, the common border here. We got Shuri looking good again, matching that text. Always looking good here. Yeah, I like this a lot. And the last card submitted from them is this Forge. I could definitely use this in my destroy list. You know, I'm trying to get that fully golden. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. Now moving on. Mr. Bjornos. Did I pronounce that correctly? Probably not. Starting off with the Hellfire Gala God Split on Professor X. Yes, I didn't stutter. I said God Split. It's that black Crackle Flare in the back. You got to squint. I really think we need an update to the black Crackle Flare. I don't know. Maybe outline the bubbles in white or something. I don't know. But it needs a little bit of an update. But this looks great here. Then they couldn't stop with the one God Split. They had to move on to another. They must really like the Hellfire Gala of Professor X. This looks so clean here, looking very debonair. And I believe we've got one more. The Magneto. Now, I don't want to upset anybody, but ever since somebody told me something about this card in the gold split, I just haven't been able to look at it the same. They say that the water reminds them of something. And ever since then, I just, you know, there's something about the card that I can't not think about it. But this is a great split, as long as my mind doesn't go in the gutter. Moving on, we've got Past the Woody coming in with 4 submissions, starting off with this very clean Magic, inked out with the black Glimmer Flare. I guess that's what it's called. I can't remember the name of those. And then they do have the inked out Magneto. Magneto is just another card that's in the game with so many different, unique, and amazing variants. They also must like Magneto since they submitted this one as well. They got the Pan Dart with the gold, looking very clean here. And then the last one, this is what I'm trying to get. Trying to get an inked on Arnim Zola, finish out that destroy package. This variant is so good. It's so good, and it looks amazing ink. This is my favorite of the 4 you submitted. Next up, we got 3 amazing splits from REC Ocho. I picked up this variant. I haven't done anything with it yet. You're kind of tempting me to start splitting the Hulk. Love this one. Definitely got to have that purple Crackle Flare. You definitely hit hard, hit strong on this one. You know, I've got a very similar split here. Now, I don't have the rainbow crackle flare, but I do have the baby blue on the ink, and I did it just in time for them to, you know, slap him with that Nerf hammer. That's all right, though. This is such a sick split. And then this last one, they said, is their first black Kirby. And I gotta say, you can see this one really well. This is probably my favorite Dr. Doom variant in the game. The green border, the green text, the black Kirby flare, the ink. This looks, I don't know, man. This just looks so good. I know I say that on, you know, these cards look great and amazing, whatever, but this one is special. This one just looks so good. And like I said, the black Kirby actually shows up on this one pretty well. Now we're going to be moving on to Mr. Tim Richards. I don't know if y'all know this about Tim or not, but Tim doesn't disappoint. Starting off strong by picking an art germ variant is always a good place to start. Love this She-Hulk. They got this deadlock here that's giving me definitely some Terminator vibes. Things that I would see in my nightmare. But looking good nonetheless. Now we've got the God Split on Iron Man. Doesn't really get much better than this. I don't know what else you would do. And the last one, ink with that baby blue crackle flare. That, I love the purple, I love rainbow and all, but there are just some of the ink cards with the blue crackle flare that look so good. And this is one of them. And the last of our viewer submissions coming from none other than Richie Game 503. That should be a name y'all are used to seeing down at the bottom. And we've got some really good ones and a lot to look at by them. Well, what do you know? They got the card I want, looking the way I want it to look. Hate you sometimes. Love this. Now we've got one of the newer Black Panther variants. A lot going on here. The infinite border really matches him in his color. It looks really cool here. They got the nullified Shang-Chi. Whatever. You know I split this card and nothing happened. It's fine. I think you split them just to show me you can. And that I can't. We've got the Enchantress. I don't really have any good variants or splits of Enchantress. Looks great here. Like I mentioned before, that blue crackle flare on ink. Always a good combination. Well, okay. Okay. This is classy, you know. Very classy. We got the death. I could use this too, you know. Trying to finish out that ink destroy list. Ink with the white crackle flare. Also a top-notch split. We got the ink Silver Surfer. I need to start splitting Silver Surfer some more. I got a few of them. I need to do something because this looks great. What do you know? How many inked on white crackle flares do you have? This is amazing. This looks so good. Now, we talked about the other Dr. Doom. It's a favorite here. This is a pretty close contender. Look at this. Inked out Hellfire Gal. He's ready. And he's coming with the purple crackle flare. I don't know if you can beat this. I really don't. Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I knew you were going to get a good split on this Loki. Looks so good. This is, again, like I said, one of the most beautiful looking cards in the game. Art Germ is so talented. And then we throw the ink with the purple crackle flare. And the best part of Loki is that all the cards you generate look like this. So, you know, it's definitely worth having a good split on Loki. Another, can you believe it? Another white ink on white crackle flare. I'm just not even surprised anymore. This is a God split. You got to squint again. It's the wave with the black crackle flare in the back. Don't see a whole lot of wave these days. You see them here all the time. And then I think this is the last one. I'll have to check. I think this is the last one though. One of the best storm, maybe the best storm variant in the game. And this is probably the best split. Good gracious. Goodness gracious. So is that the last one? That is. So as always, thank y'all so much for submitting. I know there was a lot, but like I said, y'all submitted them. I wanted to take the time to show them. Again, moving forward, we probably won't be spending that much time. Plus, I would like to keep it actually on the card and not the custom card, because you could just submit me the same stuff over and over again. But I will obviously have my link down to my Twitter for episode 21. Go in there, drop them for me. Please try to do a screenshot. Some of the videos are really hard to get a capture or a screenshot of. Now, if you just want me to see them animated, you're more than happy to send me a video, but definitely take a screenshot on your phone and post that so that I'm able to get them in here, because I definitely like showing them off. So again, thank you for all of those viewer submissions. We're going to hop back over and recap today's episode, and then we're going to close this thing out. Y'all have spent way too much time with me. So in recapping today's episode, we went 6 for 12, 50%. Definitely can't complain about that. I thought we actually did a little bit better than that, but no, 6 for 12. We had not a bust. It counts as a rare split. We got the rainbow crackle flare on the Quinjet. Unfortunately, we missed out on the ink or the gold to go along with it. We did finally snag that ink on X23. It's best X23 variant. I don't care what y'all say. This is it. Looks good in gold. Got a god split on the gold. Now we got the ink. Getting that much closer to finishing out those destroy lists. Our third stinking ink on Angela. We just can't seem to pop that god split or get a gold. I could use a gold split on this card as well. Yeah, just how it is, but it still counts. We went 3 for 3 strong right out the gate. Then we had a little bit of, you know, a couple goose eggs, 4 of them to be exact, in a row. Nothing on the Wolverine. Nothing on the armor, but you know, I do have a gold split for the card. So this one looks good. Nothing happened on the Jeff, but you know, we do have this Jeff, right? As of today. Gotta love it. And then we do had, you know, we had another bust on the Sentinel, but that's okay, because, you know, look, boom. This is so good. It looks good ink too, but I thought this looked really good set up with the red border and the gold. So I don't think we'll be splitting Sentinel. Like I said, we already have an ink and a gold split on them. Now moving on to what really happened in today's episode. We finally got an ink on Silk. Looking good. Love this variant. Nothing happened on Loki. We're still working on getting a gold split. I think Loki is very deserving of a god split because, like I said, you really get to enjoy him because when you play him out, all the cards he generates are going to give you the effects of his card. And then we got real hot. Real hot. On the Miles Morales. We hit that god split, so we've got it looking good with the ink and the baby blue. Went ahead and put the blue border on him. I think that looks great, but there's a few other borders that would look good as well. And then finishing out the last two, nothing really happening. Nothing on Professor X. And no, that's a lie. We did get something on Magneto. We got our first Crackle Flare. We do already have an ink and a gold split that we could put on this card, but unfortunately, no god split. So this was a pretty long video here, not gonna lie. All those viewer submissions and everything, this is going to be long. You've spent some time with me today if you have stuck around for this long. Now, with that being said, there was this unspoken rule. If you're not subscribed and you stuck around to this part, you got to subscribe. That's just, sorry. That's the deal. That's the deal. But no, y'all let me know down in the comments. Are y'all thrilled about the new fully customized card? I think it's amazing. It's going to allow me to broaden my collection, right, with more inks and gold. I don't have to focus on all these, you know, variants that I love. I'm kind of enticed to pick up new variants because, like I said, I picked up this Cosmo knowing I was going to do this to him immediately, right? But also, let me know what y'all think about the borders. Do y'all really enjoy them? Do y'all think they have enough difference from the base borders? Or y'all gonna be picking some up? Or are you gonna be skipping that altogether? Let me know what you think. Like I said, I'm not sold on it. I think they're all right. I do wish maybe it was a little bit more expensive, but it would be collection based. We'll just have to see as things go on. But I think for now, I'm probably gonna stay away from it. I think unless there's just a card I'm absolutely in love in. But as always, gang, y'all be good, y'all be safe. I will catch y'all on the next one. Remember, I will have my link to Twitter down in the description if you want to submit for episode 21. I would love to see them. I would love to have them. So don't forget about that. I'll see you in the next one.